Good morning, good morning, good morning. Get up this morning. The video I made the other day, I prepared a subwoofer for an individual. And I think today I'm gonna teach my son. Well, he wants to play a game. He wants to play some chess today. So we're gonna play some chess today. But I think I'm gonna teach him how to use, well, he might help me design the speaker box for the subwoofer and put them back together. I already got it drawn, written out. Teach him how to use that. I'm gonna build a ported subwoofer box. That's the plan anyway. So I'm going in and cook some lunch. I'm gonna let him sleep in today because he stayed up last night playing this video game until he went to sleep. So uh, just gonna enjoy every moment. Like I say, being a father, that's a job. Being present is a job. So I make sure that's the reason why I take that so serious. Because there are a lot of children. Some of them some of them have fathers, but sometimes the fathers are so busy they're absent in the child's life. Um, like I say, even when it comes down to me, my dad, he spent a lot of time with I don't know, him and my sister have a closer bond. But like I say, I don't, I don't know. The way our family is built is so they're structured. They rely on one another. They're so close knit, and I've never spent a lot of time around my family, and I don't like being close around a bunch of people because I feel like a bunch of people. Sometimes there's always gonna be some mess going on, and usually someone's always being nosy and going back and reporting the wrong information. It's a monitoring spirit, and they just go back and they want to have conversation about what each family member's doing or what each family member's not doing. And I try to stick to myself. Mm, that's the way I do. You know, even when it comes down to my business, I do my business the way I do. I try not to get involved with anyone who has close family ties, or relationships with anybody in my family. I try to keep that stuff separate. I try to keep business, family, and friends separate. Because sometimes the ones close to you always feel like they deserve or they want some type of they want something for nothing. So it's like, hey man, this air conditioning heat equipment is not cheap. The parts are not cheap, so I'm not going out there just doing anything and for somebody to tell me thank you. Or because they say, oh, I thought we were family or friends. I hear that a lot. So, you know, just like my father, when it comes down to him, he loves politics. But politics can be draining when you're relying and looking for a human being, another individual, to come in and try to change things for everyone. Everyone really should be relying and waiting or trying to build a relationship with God. A lot of their problems will be solved. I feel like you have a lot of people who have that atheist spirit. They don't even believe that in God, but they're trying to hold political positions. I don't think that's not good for anyone. That's not good for anyone. The word has always come before the ways of the world and the laws of the land. You can look up that in the dictionary. The word. You can't spell world without the word first. So anyone, they don't need to be involved in politics. Uh, And then, I don't know my father. There's a gentleman. I think the man is sick. I pray that my dad goes back and apologizes to that man. I think his name is Mr. Hines, Reverend Hines. Any person that's going through any type of sicknesses or illness, they should, a person, another person shouldn't try to kick a person while they're down. A person should always, no matter what personal issues they have with the other individual, they should be praying for him. And whatever political position he's holding, amen, just continue to pray for him and pray that he's able to do his job. But I don't feel, I tell my dad all the time that that man has children and grandchildren who might hear another individual say negative things about him, same way they might say about me because of who my father is. But I feel like anyone, if they have any personal issues, they should be able to put that stuff aside, especially during times like that when a person is going through some type of sicknesses. It shows a person's characters and their character flaws. So I don't believe that no one should be talked about negatively, especially while they're going through any type of sickness or illness. And I believe if everyone was to lean and depend on God, then a lot of these political things that arise will be easily solved. You have to go with your instinct, go with your spirit of the discernment on the inside, and each and every time, God is going to show you how to move. Because a lot of time when people go above and beyond and try to do things on their own accord or what they think is right, they make a bigger mess. Bigger mess. Like I said, I encourage y'all, get into your word, feed your spirit, feed your natural. That's something to work on first thing this morning. And then next week, I get myself prepared for next week. Got a couple class lessons I'm working on. And then in the next couple weeks, hopefully y'all will be able to join me when I go out there and do my air conditioning heat jobs that I have to go out there and install. I encourage you, get into your word, feed your spirit, feed your natural. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged.